right. I want to apologize for the previous stream. The previous stream got cut off due to network. Okay, so we are still on the market, and we saw what the news did there. You know, at some point I'll feel like maybe I should have jumped on it before the news, but I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to beat myself up for missing out on that, because I already have some plans and I'm sticking to my plan, right? So there is no need to be changing that midpoint. Okay, we still have these guys still running. It would be nice to get a pullback. We have 6 minutes remaining. Any pullback around there, an entry, we're anticipating an entry around that point. If I get any pullback around that say 38% range thereabout, I'll be looking to take an entry, but now I have to risk a lot on that, but I don't mind. So this is on Euro USD, is looking good. We'll go for a pending buy there. Which other one we might go for? Wanna go for do I want to go for a buy here? Not really. Not for that. Not for that guy. For this guy, for sure. Euro US, Euro Aussie dollar. I don't know about Aussie dollar. No, I'm not going for Aussie dollar. No, not going for New Zealand dollar. Canadian dollar. No. Gold, yes, I would want to go for gold, but do I have the money to take on all of that stop loss on gold? I'm not sure, so but I'll take my time on that. Anything happening here? No, not necessarily, no, but the sell-off there is massive. This guy not so interesting. US oil, not interesting. Uninterested also. S&P 500, nah. Okay, so it seems like the only guy I have here would be Euro USD. I think Euro USD is the best thing I can do right now. We have 4 minutes remaining for that candle to completely print. I want to see what DXY is doing. Okay, it's important to note this. DXY is getting rejected at that level and still getting rejected. That's not looking good, not after that sell-off. All right, okay, so let's get back to Euro USD. I want to see what's going to happen, so I'll keep on holding on this guy here, which is basically the top. The top of 230. Come here, 230, right? I think it's this top here. Okay. Around there. Alright, so for the stop loss, hold it all the way down there. I will now increase 2. Right. We have 2 minutes remaining for that candle to completely close, so I'm waiting patiently. I want that candle to completely close before I place my pending order. I'll be looking to place that pending order at that top there. We have 2 minutes remaining, thereabouts. If you're joining us live, do us a favor, like the video. That's all we want. Thank you. While we wait, I hope DXY is looking strong. Euro is selling off. I like that. I consider it to be a pullback, but it's also let me put on DXY here, so I'll be seeing what DXY is doing also. DXY, I don't want them to be closing right back into that zone. No, they shouldn't close back right back into that zone. They shouldn't do that. We don't want them to close back into this zone. If they close back into it, that means I'm beginning to suspect them. And we just have to call a spade. No need to, FOMO into it. Yeah, I'm looking for a buy on Euro USD, but DXY is closing back into a range that I don't want them to. The same thing is also happening on Euro USD, so I'm going to wait for further confirmation, because price is turning into an indecision candle, in as much as we saw a huge momentum coming into the market, but right now everything seems like it collapsed. Price closed back into the range we don't want them to, so that means everything that is going on here is invalidated. So we have to wait for further price to determine what we're going to do there. It's quite unfortunate. I thought that was going to be an entry for us, but DXY, they bought it back up into that range, and we don't like where it is. Although I still believe there is still buy pressure. I still strongly believe that, but I need that confirmation like hell. I can't make any decision if that confirmation doesn't come into picture, right? So that's why I would have to wait. Let's see if there's another. Okay, let me see if there's another place. We have less than a minute to go. About 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Price failed to close below. That's a shame. But on Euro USD, closed above, right? So I'm going to place it on Euro USD. I went for the pending order on Euro USD. Let's see if they're going to pick the price. Let's see if they're going to pick the order. I went for it regardless. Although it didn't close, it didn't confirm here, but I think on Euro USD it confirmed. So that's why I'm going for it there. But yeah, maybe I would have went for a market order though. Maybe I should have went for a market order, but my order is just right below there. Let's see if they are going to pick it. So on Euro USD, you can see it closed above its own line. The only issue is that, why is this order not yet picked? I don't want to miss out on that. Please, where is that order? I should be taking it by now. Not taking it. Maybe I'll go for a market order. Okay, yeah, it has taken the order now. Maybe I'm entering this one without the DXY confirmation, right? I'm entering this one because of there is a crossover on the Euro USD chart, but on DXY we didn't see the crossover, right? So I'm only entering now with the stop loss is the last load there. Let me get you the stop loss I'm using here. See, maybe I should have waited for that confirmation. Maybe I should have, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. That one is already late, but yeah, I mean, DXY, I hope the confirmation is on Euro, not on DXY. For the stop loss, look at it here on the chart. So like I said, the confirmation didn't come. I didn't see it in DXY, all right, but on Euro it kind of popped up. So that's why I had to enter the one on Euro. But now it seems like I made a very wrong call there because price is just selling off. Maybe I should have waited for the DXY confirmation. I don't know, but let's see if all this is a pullback or just us making a wrong decision. But I'll feel bad because I risked a substantial amount on this one. I risked a substantial amount on that one. But let's see what's going to happen though. Let's see. Hopefully the sell pressure that they use on the news will still be in the market on DXY, whereas on Euro USD will be the buy. Okay. Um, I have like $9 at risk currently. All right. Maybe I might open more order if price comes really down. Maybe I might decide to open more orders because ideally, what I intend to risk on this particular trade is about $14, right? So for today, right? So I've already risked $9, so I have like give or take. Let me do the calculation. That's how I trade. I'll just let me do the calculation. So I'm risking 14. I've already risked 9, so I have like $5 remaining to open another entry, right? But I'm not going to open it on Euro USD. Maybe I'm going to look for another currency pair that kind of gives a confirmation. Maybe I should have waited for DXY confirmation, to be honest, because right now I don't like the way that price is going at all. That DXY confirmation was very crucial, right? But we saw a confirmation on Euro USD, so yeah, that's the one I can hold on to, right? Well, DXY would have been way better, you know. DXY would have been way better. Other price action is not looking so interesting. Everything is just looking shady. Just the way DXY is also looking shady, right? The only guy that I think gave the confirmation based on what I'm expecting is Euro USD, of which right now I hope they are 100% sure. Okay, there's also a confirmation on British pound, slightly. All right, slightly. Should I? Maybe I can put the remaining $5 on British pound. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'll just put it here. The remaining $5 here. I'm going to go for a market buy. Stop loss will be, of course, that low there. That's like $4 here, so it's okay. So I have all my $14 out. I've placed out everything. If it stops me out, I know today is a losing day, but I know I got some confirmations that I expected, but it only came in two places, so I'm just going for the two guys that I saw them in. The only issue I have with them is the fact that DXY is not aligned with them, but I'm just going for them just for the sake of I just saw the confirmation there. So I don't know if it's going to confirm later on DXY or I made the wrong decision. I don't know. I'll find out. All right. But I'm in, and yeah, I'm in. That's all I can say. Let's see what's going to happen. For the TP, I'll be very frank with you. I'll be going for a 1-to-1. If I see the least 1-to-1, I'll go for it. Considering the reason that price has really stretched, all right. Well, yeah. Considering that price has stretched, so that's why I'm going to go for. If I see a 1-to-1, it's fair enough for me. But the fact that this DXY didn't confirm is one thing. I just hope I just didn't make a big mistake there. But this is a very big swipe there. Price rallied up, sold off. So yeah, the sell pressure should still be there. Hopefully the sell pressure is still there. Let's see what's going to happen. Let me see what gold is doing. Gold is looking weak though. Everybody's just looking weak. Just because of that DXY. That DXY just didn't confirm. And it's really holding us back right now. GBP is kind of looking like it's kind of wants to go. But Euro, is Euro making the same move? I think Euro is still making the same move, but nothing to be excited about. Until see price start to break above, that's the only time we can get some excitement, but currently nothing to be excited about. Currently there is nothing to be excited about. Let's see what DXY is doing, because it's really important. Some sell pressure coming in, but nothing to be excited about, because they are still trading inside our range. So we need them to trade out of it and keep on going down. In a situation whereby that's not the case, that won't be good for us though. The another question now is no, there's no need. We're already in, because I'm trying to see if we can close the order now, wait for that confirmation on DXY, then we re-enter back. What do you guys think? It's an idea that is coming up in my head, but at the same time I'm saying, what if I close the trade and I don't have the opportunity to enter again? And the explanation to that feeling is what I call FOMO, right? That's the fear of missing out there. Alright, but like I said, I think we saw the confirmation on Euro USD. I think I said that before now, I'm still saying it again. The confirmation came here on Euro USD. I also looked out on British Pound. We also saw similar stuff on British Pound, but it was a tiny breakout, but I still consider it as one. All right, so let's see if the price actions on the separate pairs that we took, which is British Pound USD and Euro USD. Let's see if they are going to be stubborn and rebel against DXY and do their thing, because we are actually trading according to their thing. We are trading according to their own pattern, right? So we just didn't consider DXY in our decision making. We only took what we saw in those two guys. But largely, the best thing would have been for this guy here, DXY, to confirm it. Once DXY confirms it, it's the potency and the probability becomes more higher. All right, but I think DXY is in a good position where we want it to be, but we want them to close below with this candle here. All right, that would be nice. Let's go. No, there's no need to go back up again now. DXY, I'm tired of this call. I'm tired of DXY. Yeah, it needs to keep on going down there. See that down? It needs to keep on trading below. If it doesn't do that, I've not yet figured out my TP, to be honest. But I'll be aiming for anything from 1-1 and above. Oh man, I'm tired of this price action. DXY should confirm this thing. If it doesn't confirm it, guys, we'll be closing. Just go and close all that entries. If it doesn't confirm it with this move here, if it doesn't confirm it with that move there, please close everything, because I'm not ready to risk any amount right now on a price that I'm not so sure about. All right. Okay, I think that's the guy we're looking out for. That's exactly the thing we're looking out for. Keep bringing the red candle on DXY. That's exactly what we want. Let's keep on doing that. That was exactly what we want. And another thing is, we don't want them to close. Yeah, we want them to keep on breaking that high there, right? That low there. They need to take out that low and keep on trading down. That's exactly what we want. They should not go back up. They should not close in between. Any shady movement there, I'll suspect any shady movement. My eye they red, you know. I don't want to take any unnecessary loss, to be honest. I'd rather chicken out than take unnecessary loss. So anything that they are doing here is extremely important. It's better they keep on trading and breaking out of that low there. If they close in between and keep on trading in between, I'll close my entry, or at least I'll break even. They need to keep on trading down, you know, showing that they are interested, you know, going for these liquidities that is lying below here. That's what we want to see right here. Anything contrary to that, we are not interested. GXY, just respect yourself and keep on selling up. You see, it's not looking good. I don't like this price action at all. They are closing right in there. That's not good. If they're going to close right in there, do you know what we are going to do? Yeah, it's better they stop us out on break even than take unnecessary loss. I'll chicken out. I'll move my stop loss drastically close. I'm going to take my stop loss drastically close, because at this point, see the way I'm analyzing it based on relativity, right? Relative strength. If you use the initial force that they use, right, during the news, it should at least give you something relative to that. What I mean by something relative, right? Like, you see the length of this candle, right? The length of this whole candle here. We expect the next candle that is meant to form to give us a relative strength of that first candle. And what do I mean? At least half of it. At least half of that candle would be fair enough. All right, maybe something here would have been fair enough, but look at they barely gave a quarter. Right? So it's a shady movement for me. It shows signs of them not being so serious. So what I'm going to do is very simple, right? I'm going to break even until I see, or no, I'm not going to break even. I'll leave the stop loss there. I think the price is coming down, but I'll pay close attention to what price is going to do there. We need to pay close attention to what price is going to do at that low. I honestly want to break even, guys. I honestly want to do that, but I'm going to wait. Because I want to see what they are going to do at that level there. I want to see what DXY is going to do there. That low there is very important to see what they are going to do there. Any form of I would like to use the word radical or quick reversal move that I see there, I would leave the market before they grab me in their web of web of destruction. If I'll say that. So I think we don't need this drawing anymore because it's now a distraction. Yeah. So we remove that. We are paying attention to what price is going to do with that low there. All right. Like I told you, we need them to keep on trading. You see, I don't like that. That low is very important. This is the 100 EMA, extremely important. We have this low here, okay. All right, let's see. I don't like when price start to do that. Whenever they start to do that, it's a recipe for nonsense price action. I don't want a recipe for nonsense price action. I want a clean price action. A clean price action is all I want. DXY, you can give it to me. I know you can. I know price can do a wonderful things, you know, but I don't know. Lately, they've been very stingy. They don't want to give us good price movements. with a very good price movement. Maybe something that will take us all the way down here will be quite fair to see. But considering what price is doing so far, I honestly doubt that. I see what I'm telling you guys. I'm paying close attention to what price is doing with that level. All right. So now they are trading down. They need to continue with force momentum, cover a lot of gap. All right. So how much are we risking here? First of all, let's put 1-to-1. I don't want to be greedy. If I get 1-to-1 here, I'm good. I just want to go 1-to-1. I'll do 1-to-1 on both sides. All right, so I'm risking $9, so I'll put it here. Once I get the $9, I'm good. I don't need to stress myself. I don't need to overshoot it. All right, I will also go here on my British pound. I do 1-to-1. It's very simple. Or maybe I might, no, I'm going to do 1-to-1. Very simple. I don't want to stress myself. Just want to keep it that way. 1-to-1. So I'm risking about $4 here, right? So if I get that same amount back, close the entry for me. All right. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going for 1-to-1 on both sides. On both sides, 1-to-1. Let me see where my 1-to-1 here is. It's okay, somewhere up there. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, the TP for what? For Euro USD, right? Just move. Okay. Which one are you asking for? For Euro USD, see what I have for Euro USD. Another thing I want to be sure, I want to get my 1-to-1 from here, because sometimes this slippage thing can be very deceitful. Okay, it can be deceitful. Let me get the 1-to-1 right here. I hope price will give us 1-to-1. I just hope so. 1-to-1 is around here. Okay, let's see if price is going to get to 1-to-1. I think today is very just very tiny something is remaining. Let's see if it's going to give us the 1-to-1. I'm not greedy. I'm not greedy at all. Another thing I can consider, I can see price have really taken out all the liquidities there. I might decide to close it now, but I want the least 1-to-1, so I'm going to hold it. But the only thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to move our stop loss to break even, right? So there's no need to be exposing ourselves that much. I think price has really gone up almost close to our TP. So at this point, I don't want to be leaving it that wide open anymore. So I'm closing up all the gaps. I'm moving my stop loss to break even at this point on both sides. That way it gives me a free, I'm more relaxed and I'm not on the edge. And I think price has taken out most liquidities, so I won't be surprised if they would want to start going for a destruction move right now. So just want to save my head. You can leave your stop loss open, I don't know, but I'm saving my head first. All right. So you see what I mean? So all the liquidity here, you can see price has taken the liquidity up to that level there. So if they decide to start going down now, it's valid. So that's why I'm actually moving stop loss to break even, just to safeguard my money. Trading is all about your risk management, right? I think we've taken enough risk by leaving the price, but now we've had a very nice price movement, almost heading to our TP. So I don't think it's wise for me to still leave everything open. As a matter of fact, taking TP now is not wrong, but I wouldn't want to shortchange myself. All right, I would want to at least have a one-to-one risk to reward there. At least a one-to-one would be fair. Hopefully, price will give us the one-to-one before they make any silly move. I just wish that they are giving us the one-to-one immediately right now, but or another thing we can do is we can take the TP on Euro USD and leave the British pound. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the TP on British pound. Since the stop loss is already on break even, right? I'll remove the TP, so if price continues to go up, I will gain more. But I'm going to keep the TP on Euro USD because I want to close that one. Okay, I think that's fair enough. So I'm removing the TP here on British pound, and I'm leaving the TP on Euro USD. Euro USD is trading almost close to the TP. Our TP is around there. It's around that top there. Let me see what it looks like here on XNS. Our TP is there at that top there. We just need one more push. We have 5 minutes remaining for that candle to completely close. Just one more move and we'll be in. One more move and we are in. Let's go, let's go. Just one more push. I know you can do it, Euro USD. Get in home, get in there. Oh my goodness me. Let me see how this overlays with this guy here. Yeah, it's very close to it. Oh man, should I close it? What do you guys think? Should we close it? We have 4 minutes remaining for that candle to completely close. It's almost close to the TP. Let's just leave it. Let's leave it and see if it's going to hit it. But I'll feel bad if it doesn't hit it, then stops me out on break even. I'll feel so shitty, right? I'll feel so sad. I'll feel so sad. The only thing I'm very well, I just hope I'm not making a mistake. This market has given a good swipe. They've taken out the liquidity up to this point. I'm just well, let's see. I'll feel bad if it goes back to break even. I'll feel very bad. All right, so the only thing I want now is once the next candle starts, they should raise up. All right, if they are not able to do that, sorry, maybe they might stop us out. Another thing I'm worried about is, look at this candle doesn't have a bottom wick, so I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like it at all. At all. I don't like that at all. So the next candle is very important. is extremely important. I don't like the way price is playing up around there. Come on. Oh, bruh. They sold it back into that zone, and I think it's because of that liquidity I pointed out, right? So a lot of people are taking their TPs there. A lot of people are taking their TPs there, and that's why we are seeing some of that rejection coming in. Like I said, the next candle is as important as whatever we are looking at now. I'm tempted to close this entry and just take my profit and go. All right, but that defeats the whole aim, right? The whole aim is that we want 1:1. That's the least we want out from that market. But right now, another thing I would want to take into consideration is what is the price doing. Man, I won't feel good if I at the end of the candle. It's looking very weak, and I don't like that. It's looking way weak. It's looking very weak. It's looking very weak. I just hope they are not giving up on that move. Oh, it's looking very weak. Very weak, guys. Looking very weak. Can you imagine? So um like I said, if you guys remember, I said something. I said if they are going to keep on trading, they should keep on going above that high. But you see, after all that buy, it seems like price is coming right back into that zone again. So I'm going to draw out the line, and I'm going to put it here. Okay, I think the price has successfully closed above, which is fine. All right, so that's fine. It's a question of now, what is this price going to do now? Is it going to use this candle and go for it, or this candle will be our doom? All right, so I don't know what's going to happen right now, but this candle that is printing here is either our TP or it's going to be our doom. And considering what price did at that high, if you remember, I pointed out that price was taking liquidities there. Price ended up taking all those liquidities and ended up closing back into that range, and that's something that I am not happy about. All right, so the only thing now is that they are going to stop us out on break even, which I wouldn't want that, and at the same time I wouldn't want to take the TP now and for price to later now reverse. So the hard question is now being asked, and what are we going to answer to that? I'm trying to make a decision right now. Okay, so what I would say is we are in the good position where we don't have any risk. All right, our stop loss is already in break even. So the question now is, should we take the small profit we are seeing and maybe try and see an opportunity to enter again? Which I don't recommend that. All right, because I'm not a wizard. I cannot predict if we are going to get another entry point, right? So the next thing we have now is to either take some partial profits and leave some other things in the market. I think that's the good thing we'll do. I have two positions, right? I have one on British pound, I have one on Euro USD. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this guy on Euro USD, and I'll leave the one on British pound. No, At this point, I'm not even seeing good profits on both of them. You know what? Stop loss is in break even. I'm leaving it alone. If it stops me out, fine and good, but I won't feel good. To be honest, I'll feel bad, but fine and good. There is no need to. I'll feel very bad. All these things I'm saying is just I'll feel very bad if it stops me out on break even. Or maybe, just maybe, I can take the profit I'm seeing here and I'll try to re-enter the market again instead of okay. No, what's going to happen is we'll leave the position, right? We'll leave the position open. If they stop us out, fine and good. But after stopping us out, if we see another entry, I'll enter again. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's the best option, right? Because for them to stop us out, it means that stopping out will be more or less a pullback, right? So it means they have to really trade back down into our entry, right? So that's what we are going to do. So if they stop us out on break even, of which all stop loss now is on break even, if they stop us out on break even, we'll observe the market further after stopping us out. Then if we see another entry, then we'll take it, right? I think that's what I'm going to do. Or another thing I can do is, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to adjust this stop loss, right? I will keep it below all this moving average. We have the 100 moving average, the 21 and the 50. So we'll keep the stop loss all the way down here. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So you remember the stop loss we had on Euro USD, the total amount was around $9 at the time I risk. So if I move my stop loss here, I'm reducing it from $9 to $5, right? Which I think is a good amount of reduction. So I'm going to put it that way. So the plan now is that we are using the moving average as a shield. All right, we are shielding ourselves with the moving average. I think that's a fair move for us to do. All right, since if price is going to come down, if we are going to expect any form of bounce or support, it will most likely be on the moving average. So we'll shield ourselves with the moving average, and we'll do the same thing also here on the entry we have here on British pound. We'll just move the stop loss into where our moving average will be a shield. Maybe somewhere around here is okay for this particular guy here. All right, let's see what the price is going to do. But to be honest, it would be nice to see continuation buy, but this whole sell-off is making price look weak, and also there is already a tendency of some form of bullishness coming in on DXY. Ah man, no guys, I don't like what I'm saying, guys. I don't like it. 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 So DXY has completely taken out this low. But the question now is, will they want to form a double bottom here? It doesn't make sense, to be honest. They have this liquidity here, okay? There's still a liquidity below there. Let me see if there is any gap or anything stopping them from going down there. Not really. Not really. So why are they now trying to buy this market from that level? We'll still have some, form of, well, I don't know at this point. Price can be crazy sometimes, Can be crazy sometimes, So, well, let's see what's going to happen. But looking at this, I'm not seeing any fair value gap or anything at all. But yeah, if I look at what price did here, you can also argue that they've already taken out some liquidities down there before. All right, but the least I'm expecting is for price to at least tap into that zone there on DXY. And you see price just came very close to this initial low here, and that was that reversal that price started buying back up and all of that. Let's see if they are still going to continue selling off, but at this point it's not looking good for our major pairs and our entries, as you guys can see. So but if price can continue selling off, that would be good news for us. We have 7 minutes remaining. I think some form of rejection is coming in, and you can see it's also playing out here. Maybe it's room for us to leave. I don't know, but I'm honestly greedy. I want to get more. I'm honestly greedy. I would want more, and that's why I'm just doing all these things to still stay in the market. I don't want to be stopped out, but at the same time I don't want to take a lot of loss. So you see me, I'm trying to adjust my stop loss here and there, trying to make some interesting moves or things that I think that are interesting moves in the market. But right now DXY is turning out to be a pain in the ass for me. I don't like that rejection that came in, but I think it's good because they've taken out that top wick. But in as much as they've taken that top wick, a continuation of that sell is extremely important, and how that candle closes is also extremely important. But in my own opinion, I think considering the, like I said, the initial move that started this whole thing here was this news, and can we arguably say that price has given off half of it? So we have like 728, half of it will be 4335 before 4 will be 8. It was around 75, so it will be maybe half of it will be around there. All right, and you see how that equates with that low there. So the least at this level is what I expect from DXY, at least to sell off to that point there. But if they keep on doing this, it means there is still buy pressure hiding in it, and they're really trying so hard to hold that price there. And the more they keep on doing that, I think gradually we'll start closing down some of the entries we'll have here. And just by observation, I can also see that here on British Pound USD, you can see the red candle there is so huge, and looking like they really want to drop it. All right, on the other hand, Euro USD is also correlating negatively to what DXY is doing, and that's why we can see all of that looking like that over there. It would have been nice to grab more into this market because I feel like there should be momentum in it, but I don't like the fact that we are facing this blockage there, and it's all because of this guy here. So because of what DXY is doing, and like I said, I think there is still buy pressure in that market. So I've pretty much weighed all the opportunities I have, and I'm going the brute force way. I'm not happy with that way, with that approach, but that's the only thing I can do right now. All right. The best thing I would do is maybe move my stop loss to break even, let the price, let price come into there, stop me out on break even, and move on with my life, right? But there's these chances that they might come into that entry, stop me out, and continue, going my direction. So that's why I'm using the moving average as a shield. All right, it's not the best thing I can do, but based on the fact that I'm already in the war front, so I'm using every tool that I have in my arsenal to protect myself, protect my funds, and gives me room to think. So this is my first time doing that. All right, I just thought about using that moving average thing now. All right, so yeah, but I'm losing hope in the whole price action because of this price should be selling off completely by now. We shouldn't be experiencing any green or all these weeks are unnecessary. So whenever I start to see it, I kind of lose faith in the market on what it wants to do. But right now I'm just holding on and trying to hold on to some faith, you know just trying to build up my faith because to be honest, price is price. It can do whatever it wants to do and still achieve the end goal that of what it wants to do, right? So that's the thing about this. That's the thing about this. We would have been nice if we closed when price was actually taking out that top liquidity. I think I pointed it out then, but I felt the pressure we had from the sell-off will be massive enough to break out from those levels. So that's why I'm a little bit disappointed that you know the bears on DXY are giving up so easily. They're giving up so easily, and that shouldn't be so. That shouldn't be so. But let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. I think we've really had a very good entry today, and I think I've updated my stop loss. I have new stop loss updates in case if you jumped on the trade with me. But if you still want to leave yours in break even, that's fine. It's totally fine. But I just made some adjustments on mine, and I hope they wouldn't stop me out, regardless of those adjustments. But I'm just want to protect myself and see if the moving average is going to work in my favor. Of which, if it does, that would be nice because, like I said, I'm aiming for nothing less than 1-to-1. Anything less than 1-to-1 is me shortchanging myself. Alright, so I really need to keep it 1-to-1. Ideally, I like 2-to-1, but due to the fact that I sort of like to get more confirmation before I enter, that's why the what I had to trade off with market was, I have to give up those 2-to-1 aspirations, right? So I now have to focus on the minimum 1-to-1, right? But one thing about that setup will be it kind of gives me more accurate probable entry, right? So that's why it would be nice to see them continue buying this market because I would want to get more. More and more is what I want. I want to get the least 1-to-1. All right. So just like I risked $9 on Euro USD, Euro USD should give me back that $9. All right. Same thing with British pound. I think I risked about $4 there. I expect them to give me back that $4 and more. All right. So it's all about that amount and more. All right. Let's see what's going to happen. If anybody has any question or you want us to look at any other currency pair, maybe you can make mention of that, and we will look at it together. Else, I would say adios, amigos. We'll see you another day. Maybe we'll close the live stream and for the TP, if you are in the British pound trade, the TP I'm going to use is still 1-to-1. Where is that British pound trade? So I'm risking, the initial risk I was risking was $4, right? It was $4, so I'll just keep on increasing this guy until I get a $4 move there. Guys, to be honest, I think I'm going to close all these entries. I don't like what price is doing. I think price has done enough. I think price has done enough. I think price has really done enough. Or should I leave it? Let me leave it. Let me leave it. Let me leave it. I'm not going to touch it, guys. I don't like the way I'm feeling. I don't like the way I'm feeling. That's why it would have been nice if price gave me a very, simple price action, clean price action, but all this up and down move, I don't like it. A lot of weeks, I don't like it. So then the chart section, that's the British pound USD, what do you call it? British pound USD TP. Or you know what? I don't want to use a cuss word, but you know the word I want to use now, the F word, right? But I'm not going to use it. All right. This market is going to reach our TP. Any bad mouth? Let me see the daily time frame first of all. But I like this, 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 I like this. Oh, CADXY is actually it can go both ways though. Sell off completely, Jor. How we going? Now we're going to the TP. Going to the TP. Going to the TP. I'm going to the TP. Going to the TP. Going to the TP. Haha. I'll go to the TP. Going 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 to the TP. Going. Going to the TP. I said you're going. My people said they're going. Wanna go it? Going to the TP. Going to the TP. Going to the TP. Going to the TP. Let's see the sell-off dropping out on DXY, just what we expected, but we need them to do it with conviction, with strength, with push, with motivation, with motive, with discipline. So far, we get a sell there on DXY. You know what that means? It's a buy on all the major pairs. You can see from afar, it's green there. Okay. All right. Just dropped a notification for my guys in the Discord, and I don't know if anybody's going to join, but I kind of feel lonely out here because I'm the only one in the live stream currently. So yeah, I kind of feel lonely here. But yeah, so you can see we have price gradually getting to our intended TP, although I was paying close attention to what DXY has been doing on the left hand side of the screen there, and it successfully is breaking out from a low initially that they created there, of which price has been hovering around that, but right now we can see some breakouts coming into that price there. So let's see if this breakout is going to trigger another form of move in the price, but we can see some little rejection coming in there. We wouldn't want them to be closing back above again, so if they should close back above, we will be we'll either be closing that position and taking our TP, or we can keep on holding. But I can see some sell pressure is still coming in, but nothing to be excited about. We need them to close it up totally, and I think they are doing so well on DXY. DXY is trying so well to give us what we want. We can see some ripple effects showing on Euro USD, but maybe we would have wished for more. All right, I would have wanted for more on that part, but generally I think the price movement today has been quite okay. Let's see if they're going to swipe our TP anytime soon. It would be nice for them to do it now, because it's now or never, in my own opinion. All right, and yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. On Euro USD, it's not breaking out of that zone. It's still trading in that zone. If I should overlay my line there, you see it's still trading in that zone, but here it's showing that it's already trading out of it, which is good. That is on DXY. Some rejection is coming in there. Let's see. What I would want from the next candle is, if the next candle will come, we'll see price race down. That would help price to get us to the TP here on Euro USD. All right, I would like to close in on that. All right, I also have a position on British pound. and that guy is not looking so well. All right, you can see that it's not looking so well on that part. It's not looking so well on British pound part. But right there on euro, I think euro has really tried, and DXY on the other hand has also tried. So what I would want to do now, like I said, is I wouldn't like price to start closing back into that range. All right, remember I said that. So if that's going to be the case, then I would gladly close any profit that I see, and I would go home and I'll call it a day. I think we've pretty much has tried. We've been holding this price for quite a while now, although price has not been able to get to our TP, and I'm still of the opinion that it will hit the TP. All right, but at the same time, I'm just trying to be conservative and not to be so much exposed. All right, I've not been able to close off on any profit so far on today's price. I'm just waiting for to get an actual TP hit. All right, so my TP here is about approximately $9, right? Oh man, I'm tired of this price. I should be taking my TP by now, but I just want to wait to see if we can get that up move. I need to. The TP is just right above there. It's just right above there. It's not far anymore. It's not far anymore. You know? Or maybe I'm becoming too greedy, right? I need to be. I need to be greedy sometimes, But I'm not that greedy. I'm actually looking for just one to one, But I would like to get off everything. I would like to get all the TP I want, and the least I can go for is that one to one. So when I see things below one to one, I feel like I just didn't trade. All right, I feel like I made a wrong decision, or I feel like in the long run, I'm not making the good decision. So that's why I'll try to focus and see if I can get the least one to one, at least according to my back testing. That's something I can aim for to balance out for entering the market a bit late. All right, so let's see. GXY is still selling off. It's still looking good. I like that. We've been so much focused on Euro USD that we pretty much forgot that we had all other price markets out there, that we can pretty much look at. I think BTC was looking good. I think BTC is still looking good. I think it's still looking good, right? Is it? Yeah, BTC is looking good for a buy. Let me see if I can get a buy on it actually. Let me see what the buy would look like. BTC USD. I want to buy it. I want to go for a buy. If I go for a buy and I keep my stop loss there, that's a lot of risk. I'm not going to risk that. But it's looking good for a buy. BTC is actually looking very good for a buy, in my opinion. It's looking good for a buy. Okay. This guy is coming up gradually, but nothing exciting yet. TP is still reasonably a little bit higher. Let's see if he's going to get to our TP. That would be nice. What is British pound doing? Is British pound following suit, or is it disappointing? It's not so exciting here on British pound. Not so exciting. We are aiming for a $4 or so. Let me put this back on DXY. DXY is still giving some wiggle. I think we've tried. So I'm going to close it here. I think we've tried on Euro USD. We've had a very interesting call. So I'm going to close it here. Why do I want to close it there? There's still more to this market. Let's see. Yeah, arguably there's still more to this market, but I think we've tried. Yeah, I think we've tried. I'm closing my TP there on Euro USD. Alright, I took my profit on Euro USD. Maybe I might take this one also, or what I'm going to do on this one is I'll make it very simple. Alright, I'll make it very simple. So I'll move stop loss to break even. Alright, I think I risked how much? So I closed some of the profits on Euro USD. So I'm holding on this British pound trade here, and I think with that, I think I'm very good. To be honest, I'm good. I'm good for the day. If price decides to give any other thing, I'll be glad to hold on to that. The TP here, I'm going to remove it, and I have my reasons. Or wait, I'll add an alert. Or maybe I should have just left it. It would have still hit my TP. I'm talking of the Euro USD trade, right? I would have still left it and I would have gotten the TP, but it's still fine. It's still fine. So I'm going to make up with that on this guy here. So I'm going to remove the TP of this guy. Alright, and I have my reasons for doing that. And I will come here and I'll put should I? What? So I moved stop loss to break even on that particular guy there, and I will now see that level there. I see the reason why we are getting all those rejections there. There was initial rejections there. We have these guys, all these guys lying above there. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, if I'm going to put a TP on this, I would like to be very greedy, right? Let's see what this entire guy will give us. All the way up there will give us like about 6, which is, I think, is a fair point. Although I'll be a bit conservative and I'll keep it around here. Alright, maybe anything around there will be fair enough. Anything around there is fair. Well, let's look outside and see. Like I said, I want to be very greedy on this price. I would like to be very greedy on this one. Or let me just leave it without TP. Alright, I've added the stop loss on break even. I think I'm good generally on that. So yeah, I think that brings the end to our today's live streaming. It was quite an interesting one, and I hope it was educating to you guys. I hope it was. As a matter of fact, instead of leaving something out here, I'm going to close everything. Alright, I'm going to close everything. Oh, let's leave it. I'll use this market to observe something, right? I still have about $2 left in the market, so they're about, you see, 88 thereabouts. All right, let's see. We have like $2.50 something cents still left in this market, and I can't partially close them. So that means the only way for me is to for me is to just allow it to run. I'll allow it to run. Okay. So that's it. Let me see. Let's just have one more look at market before we leave this live stream. Just one more look. Let's see if there is any guy we're missing out, 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 we're missing out. Alright, maybe we might take one more trade here. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to close these guys. Okay, this guy is coming up, which is fine. I like that. We have a crossover here on Aussie dollar Swiss francs. I'm tempted to close my entry here and use the profit I'm going to get from there and invest it on the other one there. I think that's a good move. So I'll keep an eye on Aussie dollar Swiss francs. We'll look at this guy here. Okay, this guy just had his own completion right about now. Okay, are we going to take all these stop loss? That's a lot to take. 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 It's going to be a lot to take, but it's fair enough. Let's see where this guy is running on based on the. Okay, based on the RSI, we are currently in a dangerous spot. So I think this is a fair price for me. All right, so we're taking this one. All right, we are not leaving anything in the market. We are taking it. So we've taken all the profits. We saw two guys. There are two guys that really captured our attention. But considering the fact that I've closed all my entries, I don't think we need to open up any other order, right? we have just one candle remaining for the close of the day. So with that, I think this will bring close to today's live stream. It was very interesting and lovely, in as much as I'm the only guy here, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, I gotta close the stream right now, and I'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Remember, we do this every day. All right, so remember to like the video after watching. See you around, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.